What's good everyone, my name is Chefkoch and today I want to talk about the legendary soul and gospel singer Aretha Franklin and how she influences hip hop and rap music to this day. You might already know that musical moguls and superstars outside of rap like Amy Winehouse or Michael Jackson had a lot of influence on the hip hop genre, especially through sampling, but what about the queen of soul herself? So in this video I will break down the influence of Aretha Franklin on hip hop, a genre that loved her music and helped to eternalize her legacy. But first we must appreciate Franklin's own music and personal talent. Her voice really defined the meaning of soul and she is regarded as one of the best vocalists ever. The precision with which she conveyed the emotional power at the heart of any song was just a work of art. Aretha Franklin distinguished herself from other singers by recording a wide range of styles, exhibiting a keen musical curiosity and expanding into a lot of different genres like gospel, R&B, pop, funk and of course soul. Her legacy has touched every corner of American music and she also helped to pave the way for future R&B and pop stars like Whitney Houston or Alicia Keys. Aretha Franklin's music has been woven into our collective cultural consciousness in a way that few other artists have been, and thanks to a lot of sampling, her timeless music will always be able to live on and inspire future generations. If you didn't know, Aretha is one of the most sampled and recognized voices within the hip-hop realm, so now let's talk about some of these sample highlights. Her most recognizable song probably was Respect, in which she sang about the woman boldly demanding the respect of a man. This track even became a civil rights and women rights anthem and was sampled by no other rap group than Public Enemy on their song Revolutionary Generation in 1990. For me, this sample is very fitting since Public Enemy is known for their political messages, so it's only logical that they sampled the civil rights anthem by the Soul Queen. But it didn't stop there, as the group also sampled Aretha's Rocksteady for their hit song Shut 'Em Down in 1991. This track was a call to arms for new waves of politically active young people to shake up the system. Public Enemy also is known for their lyrics about racism and the fight of minorities for equality, which also aligned with Aretha Franklin's motives since she made songs like Young, Gifted and Black back in the 70s that also helped to empower black people in the USA and even became an anthem for both the civil rights movement as well as the Black Power movement. And staying with the song Rocksteady, this track was also sampled by Outkast for their record Jazzy Belle and by Dr. Dre for Rat-a-tat-tat from the ATLiens and the Chronic albums, which are both critically acclaimed projects within the hip-hop community. Next to that, producer Jay Dilla sampled the same Aretha Franklin song for his instrumental track Feel This Shit. So here we can already see how deep Aretha's influence runs. It is fixed in the roots of hip-hop. But the most famous and recognizable sample has to be One Step Ahead, a song that tells the story of a woman unable to resist falling in love again with a former flame, which was used on Miss Fat Booty by Mos Def and producer Ayatollah in 1999. The same sample was then reused on The Only One by Blue in Exile in 2011, as well as on Surround Sound by JID in 2022. Now let's continue with A Song For You. This record was sampled on The Rise and Fall by Nas, who is a big fan of Aretha Franklin and wanted to show his appreciation for her with this sample. And then we have Mobb Deep, who sampled You Are My Sunshine for their song Drop a Gem on 'Em in 1996, which was a response to Tupac's diss track Hit 'Em Up, arguably the most memorable diss record of the East Coast-West Coast rivalry. Also an interesting fact, a couple of weeks after the Mobb Deep diss track came out, Tupac sadly was killed and Mobb Deep decided to take the record off the radio out of respect for Pac and his family. Staying on the East Coast, Jay-Z and his producer Jaz-O sampled Oh Baby for the remix of In My Lifetime in 1998. And Aretha's song A Change Is Gonna Come can also be found on Halfway Thugs by legendary hip-hop duo Capone and Noriega, which by the way was a diss track towards Prodigy. Mobb Deep really is catching strays left and right in this video. Furthermore, other samples from Aretha during the golden era of hip hop can be found in the discography of Gang Starr, Cypress Hill and A Tribe Called Quest. Next to that, Aretha Franklin also had major influences on the rappers Missy Elliott and Lauryn Hill, two of the most prestigious female rappers of the golden era. Now we switch to the 21st century, where we can find a lot of amazing appearances of the Queen of Soul in hip hop music as well, For example on Joy by Talib Kweli featuring Mos Def from 2002, which sampled I Get High by Aretha Franklin. Known as one of the boardsmen to bring sampling back to the forefront of rap, Kanye West of course also has borrowed from Franklin's catalog on numerous occasions, one of them being the time he sped up her vocals from Spirit in the Dark for his song School Spirits from The College Dropout in 2004. And the same year Kanye also used the song Call Me as a sample for Selfish by Slum Village. And by the way, the same sample can also be found on Rain by Joey Badass in 2013. So even in the 21st century, Aretha Franklin's music still lives on through amazing samples in the hip-hop cosmos, proving once again her influence on old school as well as contemporary rap. Furthermore, other notable samples by her can be found in the discographies of Cameron, Absol and Lupe Fiasco. And recently Drake has sampled Prove It on the Kendrick diss track titled The Hard Part 6 to reflect Kendrick's lack of concrete evidence on his accusations about Drake. Therefore, even in contemporary rap beefs, Aretha Franklin's songs are being reused because her music still is amazing and timeless. She also receives regular international recognition since the records have been sampled by non-US rappers like on the homage track Aretha Franklin Freestyle by German rapper Rin, or on Daydreaming by French hip-hop artist MC Solar. Other than that, you can also find a reoccurring lyric in hip-hop culture playing with the notation for $100 bills, which use the face of Benjamin Franklin, who shares his last name with Aretha. So not only is Aretha Franklin's music being used for hip-hop samples, but a lot of writers use her name for wordplay as well. Many rappers also reacted to Franklin's sad passing in 2018, proving her worldwide influence and importance to the music industry. It's quite impressive that a soul singer was able to leave such an impressive mark on a music genre as multi-layered as hip-hop, where so many topics and emotions are addressed. But at the end of the day, it is amazing to see that her legacy can live on through samples and covers from the rap world, and I hope that I was able to demonstrate Aretha Franklin's influence on hip-hop to you with this video. Let me know if you'd like other video essays about the influence of non-rap artists on hip-hop, because there are a lot more essential musicians who are inspiring rappers to this day. But with that being said, thank you for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe as I'm trying to hit 300 subs before the end of the year. Cheers!